Isn't that nice weather to ace an assignment interview? Yeah, that's what I just did. Almost. So for the seminar in web security, we just had our assignment interview, and the assignment we did like super minimalistically. But that's a good thing in security actually. The less you do, the less can go wrong. I mean, that's legit. We had some mistakes and some security issues in the web app, and also in the review of somebody else's web app, we kind of overlooked some major flaws. But in the end, it's still enough to get an A on that course, and it was still an interesting course. But yeah, now that's over, and we're gonna start something else, because today I start a 2.5-day seminar on life and career planning. That starts today and it continues the full day tomorrow and the full day on Friday. So that's gonna be tough, but I hope that I'm gonna learn something there, because I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, and I have no idea what I want to have as a career. So I hope that this seminar gives me some input that I can think about and then maybe find the correct way for my life. Let's go there. There we go. Okay, so the first hour of the seminar is over. The sun is still here. Yes, yes. Let's go in the sun. I mean, it is quite interesting, because the first exercise we did was we got into groups of 3 with people that we didn't know, and then we had to guess what the other people's qualities are. Like, what did they want to become when they were a kid? What are their strengths? And where do we see them in the future? Like, in which area of expertise? And it was really interesting, because the people said a lot of things that I agree with, and only really a few things that are wrong. For instance, they thought that as a kid I wanted to do something with children, and they were correct. I wanted to become a teacher at one point in my life, and I mean, that's even still true, actually, coming to think about it. They actually said a children's doctor, but no, not doctor, not me. And then about my qualities, they said that I was really open, really outgoing, that I like to work with people, and yeah, that I would say that is all pretty much true. For my future job, they said that I love my freedom. I don't know where they see that. Maybe that's just my expression or my general, I don't know. But on my dirty shoes, possibly. They said literally that I want a job that gives me place and time independence. That is literally what they said. And if you remember my vlog, I think number 3, then that's exactly what I said there as well, in my self-reflection kind of thing. So this is really interesting. Then the rest was pretty boring, where everybody introduced themselves and said what was actually true. So that took a while, because we did it in a big group. But already the seminar already starts out good. We're now on a nice 10-minute break, and let's get back inside then. It's not even cold. That's how warm it is in Graz today. I'm standing out here in a t-shirt and I'm not cold. How awesome is that? Yeah, very awesome, I know. Alright, the theory part of today's seminar is over. Now we have a group task of talking to strangers on the street, and I love it because it's socially inappropriate to do that in Austria. Like, that's not social standard to talk to strangers on the street and ask them questions about their lives. So that's gonna be interesting. I like that. And then I'm gonna see you again tomorrow for the second part of the seminar. You know, I don't usually, and so on and so forth, but I need to eat. Good morning. Now here's the thing, I slept really badly like not a lot, and also badly. Like from 4 till 5 I didn't sleep at all, and I think it's because my back hurt, because my back, it actually got worse. In the beginning it was just tense, and now I think my spine hurts, but good thing my doctor is literally in the same building as my course, so I'm just gonna go there and hope that he can, you know, correct my spine and make it crack and make it be loose, and yeah. Absolutely worth it. And it only took half an hour. That's good. He cracked my whole spine. It was like so many cracks. I never had so many cracks. Like, I've been here before, but this was like a new record. Okay, let's see what I missed in my seminar. That was almost perfect. Like, I only missed the preparation for the first presentation, and my group prepared a wonderful slide, and then at the presentation everybody had to say something, so I was just improvising 1 or 2 lines, and then it was done, and I didn't even miss any of the theory or any of the presentations. That's cool. Okay, now we're already working on the collage about what our life is supposed to look like in 5 years. I have some pictures and I am prepared, but first, breakfast. I need a break. We still have 1 hour to finish that collage and I'm basically done. I mean, I still need to stick my pictures to my paper and then give it a title, but then I'm done. So yeah, 1 hour of break now, I suppose. I haven't done this since kindergarten. Collage presented, now lunch break. I'm starting to get tired because I only slept 4.5 hours total, so end of lunch break, back to work. Whew. After lunch break, it's exhausting. Having troubles concentrating, especially if we're doing theory. But anyway, we did some somewhat interesting stuff at least. She introduced an exercise that I might even actually do at home and then present to you, because it's about my 88th birthday and there will be 3 people talking at the event, and I have to write their talks and then read them to myself. So that would make a good video, I think. So I might do that if I feel like it at some point. The other thing we did now was, let me think, I already forgot. Hold on, give me another second. Oh, I remember, the friends thing. Yes, I remember. So she had us draw our social network, not our social media network, and also not our Facebook friends, but our like real friends. And she said that you should have always a network of at least 5 people, like 5 close friends, such that you always have someone to talk to if somebody is, you know, out of the country or just doesn't have time, that there's always someone. And I barely manage 5 people, family excluded. And for me, they change very often. Like, that's something that, yeah, is interesting to note. Might be because I'm changing countries so often, but as long as I can keep 5, it should be fine. But yeah, that's one thing that I actually struggle with in real life as well. And then she had us write down how can we strengthen the friendship. That was a good exercise, I find. I should keep track of that. Yeah. Anyway, second breakfast. And that's day number 2 of the career and life planning seminar. I will now explain this thing to Kemi because she wanted to know what it's about. Basically, in 5 years, I want to still live and be healthy. I want to have a job that is challenging and not like a job where I have to do physical labor. That finances my lifestyle, which is quite expensive. And I want to be able to travel and make videos and have friends and a family. Easy, right? You might ask yourself, why the fuck do you need 2 cars? Like, I really want to have a Tesla, or say an electric car like this Tesla here, so why do I need a Porsche? Honest answer really is that I had this picture first and then I didn't want to throw it away, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna take 2 cars. Cool, so that's day 2 done. See you tomorrow. So yesterday the seminar ended 1 hour early, but we also got a task for 1 hour. We were supposed to talk to someone who knows us about our goals. I chose Kemi because she knows me best, so I wanted to Skype with her, but she only had time at like 10 p.m. and I fell asleep before that, so I didn't do it. Oops. Therefore, I'm well rested and I'm super motivated. More for my improv show later today than for the seminar, but still, I'm more awake than I usually am at this time. Because usually I'm literally asleep. I'm still late though. Theory session in the morning, motivation decreased. Also motivation decreases because we only have 10-minute breaks and every single place where you could possibly get something to eat, I need breakfast, is further than 10 minutes away. Should I... Good morning. How should I even... Man, I thought there would be a Spar, but there is no Spar. I'm gonna now just be late again, because I mean, whatever, I need breakfast. Yeah, seems like I usually do that. Only in times of seminars though, which are not usual times. Thus, I don't usually do that. What I do usually do is be late. Yes, I'm late. Phew, a lot of theory today, this morning at least. But during lunch break she always asks us to go have lunch together, such that we can do exercises together and talk a little bit. I quite like that. Being social, yay! And I will get to know new restaurants, because I never go to eat, usually. Lol. Break is over, let's quickly do the thing that we were supposed to do in the last half hour. Even though the morning was tough, we talked about burnout and all sorts of theory stuff. But now in the afternoon, we actually did some improv, sort of improv. Like, we acted out some scenes because she wants to teach us how important non-verbal stuff and being at the right place, that's the word, at the right time. Yeah, so we did 2 improv exercises, actually. Well, we acted some scenes, and that's a very nice preparation for my improv show tonight. So that is cool, and it's a lot, more fun than sitting in there and doing theory and just listening to her talk. So yeah, that was good. That was good. Now comes the last theory and action, being active block, and then I have to go to my show anyway. Yeah. Well, I really want to take something from here. I mean, this is. But I don't think that it's for me, so I'm not gonna. I still have this, I just realized. But yeah, I mean, I can already give you a resume of the class now, even though it's not over yet. Of course it can't, solve my problems or answer my question as to what the fuck I want to do with my life. That's just, it can't be answered in 3 days. But at least now I made a time plan for my master's thesis, or at least a base for a time plan for my master thesis. So even if it just helps me get on with my master thesis and not with anything else, I think it's already worth it to, have been here. So yeah, no regrets. Well, that's it. Okay, so what I take away from this seminar is that, well, you can't plan everything. You can't know your whole life just by attending a seminar. That's just not realistic. But I can focus on the things that I can do short term, like I will finish my master thesis, I have a plan, what I do in the next few days now, so that's helpful, and we just continue then. If we're done with the master thesis, if we have our title, then we continue and see what life brings us. Yeah? Right. So I guess you go make your backup, I steal a cookie, and then I will see you at my improv show, which I can actually get in time at. Cool, right? Okay. See you actually later today.